Hi, and welcome to Be Confused with your anonymous hosts. This is
Hello,
me.
this is
That is
take
her.
3 for today
Yeah,
on a Monday. Okay.
yeah.
Why do you say yes to things that you don't want to do?
Why do I say
What's
things?
your problem?
Well, I want to do them. I'm just tired.
Why didn't you say no?
Why didn't I say no? Because I'm compromised. This is something that I want to do, and if I were to do, so I don't want to do anything ever. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to pay for food. I don't want to pay rent. You just need to do things.
But is this for you?
Consistency and compromise. Yeah, this is for me. This is
Okay.
for us.
Okay.
This is for to help others.
This is like a self-care thing, or is this another obligation for you?
This is a responsibility. As a social worker, as a mental health counselor, we're compromised to advocate. We're compromised to fight for what is right. And this is a little way that we could try and do that. And I
Mm-hmm.
want to be faithful to this, even the days that I don't want to do it. And I
Okay.
think that's where success comes from. When you do things, even when you don't fucking want to.
Okay. I feel like you do a lot of things that you don't want to other
And
times when
that's why
it's not.
and I'm proud of that.
Why are you proud of that? You keep compromising yourself. You keep putting yourself aside for other people and you're proud of that.
I'm taking care of myself as much
Are
as I
you?
can.
You're tired.
I'm tired, but I have to work 40 hours. I have to go to school. I have to do my 13 hours of internship. And I don't want to use that as an excuse to not do something that I like.
But what if you did? What would happen?
I will probably be well rested. I will probably have more energy. Maybe be a
feel
little bit
like
thinner.
do you do you feel like you compromising yourself is your people pleasing tendencies?
I don't think so because I know when to say no. I
Do
know
you?
when I know.
You wanted
Yeah.
to say no to this podcast today and you didn't.
Yeah, and I'm still saying yes to it even though I
I
don't want to be
know,
here.
but you're allowed to say no.
I know I can. I don't want to because I'm really compromised to this. This is something I want to do, and this is something I look forward to.
You're
Even the days that
compromised or conflicted?
compromised.
What does that mean?
Well, maybe comprometido. Maybe that's not the right translation. Keep talking. Let me search for it.
I don't really have anything to say.
Committed. There we go. I'm really committed to this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know you're committed to this.
Yeah.
You're committed to work, you're committed to internship, you're committed to this.
Yeah.
Maybe you overcommit yourself. Do you ever think about that?
No, I think I believe that I. Wait, what's that report doing there? Shit, that's a client that owes a bunch of money. Anyway, I think that I know when to say no. I know when it's too much. Right now, I'm doing a lot, but I can handle
What
it.
is your threshold to say no?
What is meant when it gets on the way of sleep, when it gets on the way of spending quality time with my fiance, when it gets on the way of me working or doing stuff that's not for myself on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah. So Saturdays and Sundays,
You don't
I
do
am
anything.
absolutely not. Maybe a couple readings from school.
So you still do something.
Yeah, but it's something I like learning. I really enjoy reading and learning from my classes and doing the discussions.
What would happen if you didn't do anything or you didn't push yourself as hard?
What do you mean?
What would happen to you if you didn't?
I wouldn't be
commit to
where
all
I
these
am
things?
today. I wouldn't have been able to get a scholarship that paid for my associates and my bachelor's. I wouldn't have been able to save enough money for my master's degree. I wouldn't be able to be in a new apartment with my fiance. I wouldn't be able to be supporting my helping my fiance go, get through school as well.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have accomplished all these things if I would have gone for I don't know, taking more care of myself in that sense. I don't push myself to the extreme limit, but if I say no to everything because I need to put myself first.
Not to everything.
Okay, but I feel like you say no to everything. You put yourself
Do I?
first too much. I think you're on the extreme side.
Do I?
Yeah.
What do I say no to everything?
I mean, every time that we meet, it always needs to be someplace near you. So near
No, it
you.
doesn't.
Yeah.
It does.
Yes.
You don't invite me places.
I do.
When do you invite me places that's near you?
when we're always trying to plan something, you don't even give me the chance to choose a place near
I'm giving
me.
you an opportunity. Hey, this is a place that I wanted to go to. And
What is it? I can pull up a bunch of text messages
do it. Do it. I
and
don't
I
care.
said,
We're
"Oh,"
anonymous.
and I go like, and messages like, "Oh, that's 40 minutes away from me," but that's okay. Or
So
that's
that's
can we
you.
find
That's not
something in
me. That's
Orlando?
not
And you
that's
say,
not
"No, I mean I prefer something close to my place."
that's not me. That's me saying my
Again, and
preferences.
I don't mind
And
set
you're okay acquiescing to my preferences. Why would I not say something else? Why would I say, "Oh, let's go to Timbuktu"? Why would I say
because
that?
I have said
Show me the text messages where you have said that you
okay
want to go to Timbuktu, and I was like, "No, it's too far."
all the time. What are you talking
What,
about?
what are you talking about?
My
This is
God.
a new
See,
thing I've
this is
never heard of.
this is she's an example of someone that. What am I
Let's
going
see.
with
Let's
this?
see. Yeah, where are you going with this?
Yeah.
Can we do pod today after work? I'm asking you a question. I'm
Uh,
not demanding it.
so that then that doesn't
That
fit the
doesn't count.
example.
Okay,
Yeah.
continue. I'm scrolling up.
I mean, we talk too much shit. I don't know where to find it. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna put the word here. Far away. Far.
How many results for far?
Eh, que
Just because I ask for what I want doesn't mean that I say no to everything.
you do say no to everything.
I don't say. I like how you put your phone down because you can't find shit.
No, because it pulls up all the conversations that the word fart is, and I cannot find your stuff. Can I only filter it with you?
I'm sad that you feel like that because that's not what I felt
Oh, I
about in
know
our
that's not what you
friendship.
felt. That's why you
Well,
keep
you've
doing
never, you idiot, you've never told me this.
it. Yeah. Um. Let me see. Is there
I
a
would.
way that I can search your chat here?
Yes, there has to be a way.
No, I don't
Search
think so.
far.
But
We have.
within your.
Isn't UCF far from both of us? I'm considering you. Let me go up next.
That's a.
Oh, Kissimmee is far. It is far, and that was for a job.
Mm,
And that's it. There's only two fars in all of our text messages.
that's
Bitch,
one
what are
word.
you talking
I'm not.
about?
You're so gaslighting me right now.
I'm not gaslighting you. When do I say no? I need examples. When do I say no?
I forgive you a lot, so I
You
cannot
fucking
remember. I
have.
forgive and forget.
No, you're lying to you're lying to yourself right now.
Wow, you're
You
telling
are
me that I'm
lying to
lying to
yourself right
myself.
now.
Okay.
How many
So,
times I don't want to be sitting here until
Uh-huh.
7 o'clock waiting
Okay.
for you. That's different. But if I
Okay.
say 6:30 after work and we're doing pod, I'll be like, okay, I'll wait.
Okay. Well, I wasn't thinking about that. It's interesting that you are.
Okay.
Okay.
What are the
So
other
tell
things that
me.
you're thinking about? What are the other things that you're thinking about? Come on.
I don't know. I feel like everything that we do, it has to fit more to your schedule rather than mine.
I'm
For
sorry
example,
that you feel like
the
that.
shoot. No, and that's okay.
I don't want you to feel like that.
No, no,
though.
no. I'm just my point that the reason that I brought this is because you're saying that you'll need to learn to say no, and I think you're a little bit disconnected sometimes about
So-
how it's about the sacrifice that sometimes needs to happen within friendships.
Oh, I
And
don't have good friendships. I only
I
have
wonder
friendship
why.
I only have friendship trauma.
And sometimes I think you confuse putting limits to avoid inconveniencing yourself.
I don't like being inconvenienced, so I could see that. Yeah.
So I think because of your trauma, you avoid inconvenience as much as you can, and sometimes it can seem like people need to accommodate to you rather than
I love that.
finding a middle
I love
point.
when people are accommodating to me.
Yeah,
They also have a choice to say no.
I know, and you're very clear about that, and I admire that.
Okay.
I don't think that is a good trait.
Why?
Because
If they're not accommodating to
Mm-hmm.
me and they say no, am I not willing to compromise and be like, okay, well, what do you want to do?
I think you should be willing to compromise before you get to that.
No.
Yeah.
Is this what's happening right now? I'm saying no to your compromising before I say no.
I got lost. I'm too
I don't
confused.
feel like I have to compromise myself. I'm allowed to. If you say, "Hey, do you want to go get lunch?" and I'm like, "Yeah, sure," and you're like, "Okay, well, there's this place in Miami," and I'm like, "No, Miami's too far from me. I can't drive 4 hours to
Mm.
Miami," and you're like, "Oh, okay, well, what about Fort Lauderdale?" and I'm like, "Okay, that might be a little bit closer. That might be a little bit better." You're telling me that I should compromise before. How am I supposed to compromise when I'm telling you I'm not okay driving to Miami?
You're right. You just do that too often.
How do I do that too often? I know what I'm comfortable with.
I've heard. I don't want to bring
I
examples.
want you to bring
I
examples.
don't think I can bring all the examples that you want, and you're not going to see them that way. So
No, I
this
would
is
love to hear one example.
when we went shooting.
When we went
The only
shooting,
days
what?
that we can go is the days that you can, and the days that I was able to go, I had to cancel a couple things
When we went shooting, what day did we go shooting? On ladies' night when it was free?
because it was convenient to you.
Because I'm a lady and you told me it was free. I was
Because
okay
that was the only way
paying.
for me to convince you to go on a date.
Not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. I would have gone with
So see, I
you.
can tell you a bunch of examples, and you're still gonna find a different viewpoint.
So you feel like we only go shooting on ladies' night because of me?
Obviously not because of me.
Who brought up ladies' night though?
I did.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know about ladies' night because before we went on a Monday and we found out that it was
Mhm.
ladies' night, I was like, whatever, because I was up
Yeah.
to paying to go shooting with you
Mhm.
on a Monday that we figured out was ladies' night.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. My point is, for me,
I
it's a
love a
little
good
bit.
debate.
Yeah. No. For me, it's a little bit
I get it.
confusing that you are telling me these things when in our the times that we're together, usually I have to comply.
Acquiesce.
Like
Uh-huh.
comply
I
to
like
the
that though.
stipulations that you do. I
I
know you
like
love it.
that.
I know, and I see it in different
Everything.
in your relationships
Yes, yes,
in your circle, and
definitely.
I see it all the time.
But where do
And
you want me to compromise? If
and
I
I
have.
think you've fallen into the trap of the individualistic mindset that is contaminating here in the United States. The individualistic mindset that capitalism imposes here. And part of, I don't know, building community, which is something that you say is lacking
Mm-hmm.
and something that is needed,
Mm-hmm.
is compromising yourself,
Mm-hmm.
is sacrificing your time, inconveniencing yourself for others.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you build a community.
Yeah.
And you don't have that.
I do have that. I feel like because you acquiesce so often, I don't have to do that with you. It doesn't mean that I don't have it.
Okay.
So
I
maybe you
don't
can
see
be
it
more,
within
maybe
your
you can
circle
be
either.
more, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So I think I see it a little bit ironic that we talk about the capitalistic individualism. We need sense of community, but I don't see that desire of you or that willingness, because no one wants to be inconvenienced. No one wants to
Mm-hmm.
intrinsically sacrifice yourself. It's something that you do out of love, out of friendship, out of selflessness, and
And you don't
that's
feel like
what
I
we.
do that?
I feel.
I'm sad that you don't feel like I do that because I do feel like I do that. But it's totally fine that you feel
Mm,
like that.
tell me examples that you've done that.
Most recently, your resume. I
Mhm.
just did it because
Yeah,
you're my friend and that's it. And I had nothing else to do. Not because I didn't have
and I
anything else to
appreciate
do,
that.
but
And
because I want to help you. Um, I don't have examples either of when I do it.
so that's what I mean. That like the strategy of, and I do that with Hazel all the time, and it's unfair when I ask her, give me an example of that if I do it
I
all the
know, and
time.
you didn't have any examples.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'll think of
no,
examples.
no, yeah, but you're not gonna find them. It's gonna be hard.
What do you mean I won't find
I
them?
mean, you can try, but when you're having an argument with your boyfriend and you tell him, give me an example of me when I did that, and when you do it to him, just because they cannot pull it out examples doesn't mean that you're not doing it. Like,
But
I'm sure
I need
you've
to
been
understand I
selfless.
need to understand where you're seeing it so I can explain what you're seeing because you
Hmm.
see in my
No, and
circle.
I
You
also see,
don't.
and I've seen, and I'm sorry, and you have done stuff for me that it's you didn't have to, but you still did it. I can't think of the examples now, but I'm not saying that you don't do that. I'm saying that
You said I don't have it.
I feel like you don't have. It's not usually your first go to.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And that's your first. So maybe we both need to get to the center, because I don't think your first go to is I'm going to prioritize myself.
Okay.
And I prioritize myself because of my history of being around people that haven't
But you
prioritized me.
prioritize yourself, I think, to a level that harms you a little bit.
How?
Well, when we were in that activity,
What
the mental
activity?
health thingy, that we did the circles, and I was in your group.
Okay.
You remember?
At the retreat?
The retreat
Okay, okay,
thingy.
okay.
You know, you were saying about that sense of community, and that's something that you've been afraid
Okay.
of having,
Okay.
because
I
it's
don't
hard
know
for
about
you.
afraid.
It's hard for you to trust people.
Okay, okay,
So
yes,
yeah,
yes,
you're.
yes, yes, yes.
So
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
if it's hard for you to trust people, is
Yeah.
because there's some type of fear there.
Yes, yes.
And would you agree
Yeah.
that that fear of finding people, what?
I'm burping.
Oh, that fear of, I don't know, meeting people or trusting people limits your willingness to maybe inconvenience yourself for others, and therefore hurting that, keeping you away from that, for that community that we all
The
need.
fear, I'm sure it does on some level. I also do, for example, last year I set up a Thanksgiving with my neighbors. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to be around these people for hours at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it because we need community and I need to get to know my neighbors and they need to get to know me? Yes. I also feel like it's funny that you have that perspective, because I think that other people in my life have the same or a different perspective, that I'm very protective and I'm very like, I'll drop anything to go and help you, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this, and I literally will always be there
Mm-hmm.
for you. So it's just interesting that you have that perspective
Uh-huh.
and other people have a different perspective, and I'm like, I'm just trying to do what's best for me in the moment. And I do want to care for other people and I do want to show up for other people, but if I don't have the capacity to do it, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have the capacity to do it. And I feel
So
like
I think there is
mm-hmm,
where we're conflicting in the idea.
mm-hmm,
I think if it's something that you're capable of doing, it's not a sacrifice. And I'm not saying that you need to, in order for something to be valuable, it needs to hurt you.
mm-hmm,
That's not what I'm saying.
mm-hmm.
I'm saying that caring doesn't have to have a condition.
So I don't know what unconditional love is. I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe what we're talking about. I feel like you're very unconditional with your love. Oh my god, my friends, they're so cool. I love my
Not even
friends.
for
Blah 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 blah
friends.
blah.
I
You
fucking
do
took out
that.
an old lady out to eat
Yeah.
and sat with
You
her
have
for two
unconditional
hours.
love. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and that's
I don't
what
do
it's
that.
missing.
I do not do that. I've never seen that in my life until my boyfriend. I've never had
And
unconditional
it's
love.
even conditional, because there's certain things that if he weren't be doing, not physical or anything like that, but if he wouldn't be complaining with certain things and certain needs that you have, or certain
No, I
wants,
know, not
you
for
know,
me. My
yeah.
boyfriend is unconditional loving to me. I don't do that to him.
Mm.
He knows that there are conditions.
And that's an aspect really important in community. Doing things not because it benefits you in the later run, or doing things because, okay, I can do this, I'll do it. Doing things because even though it's something that you don't want to do, you want to do it because just people need help.
And I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you see that in me. You don't
You
see
just
that part
you
of
just
me.
said that you don't.
If I don't have the capacity, if I
And
work,
that's the thing.
if I
We
worked a
shouldn't be
10
waiting for
hour,
the capacity to do something.
but I'm saying, like, if I worked a 10-hour day
Mm-hmm.
and my neighbor fell down the stairs, I'm not going to walk past and be like, oh, sucks for you, I'm tired. I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my God, do you need help? Can I take you to the hospital? Whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah, but
If
again, you're
I,
saying it when you use these examples. For example, the example you use for your neighbors that you spend the Thanksgiving dinner,
mm-hmm,
the example you use now
mm-hmm,
with the neighbor that fell down the stairs.
mm-hmm.
You're in your house. It's not that much of a sacrifice because you're just right there. I'm going to go to
No, I'm
this.
saying after work. Like if I worked a 10-hour day.
Yeah, and you go to your house, and
Yeah.
your neighbor fell. You're
Yeah.
going to help him, but he's right there. It's in your house. The Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm tired. I want to go there, meet all those people, talk all day. You know what? I'm going to do it. But it's there in your house. Is it really that inconvenient? Is it really that?
Yeah. I'm a very sensitive person to other people's energy, their feelings, all of this stuff. So I have to make sure I put on all of my stuff to make sure I'm not absorbing their
Okay.
energy and all of that. their feelings.
Okay. I want to challenge that for the
Oh
next
my
episode. For the
god.
next episode, I want
Wait,
to talk
why? What are
about.
we at? I feel like this is a good episode. I don't
Yeah,
like it,
yeah.
but
No, I mean, if we want to keep it for the next episode, we could. I want to talk about. Remember that earlier I talked about the empathy, sympathy, and compassion.
yeah.
There's something that I wanted to talk about that
About me?
about us. Yeah,
Okay, we'll continue this because I haven't had a resolution yet.
resolution for what?
What we're talking about. I
Okay,
still don't
let's do a
fully
summary. Okay, what we've talked about so far, because I'm sure
about.
everyone is either
No,
stopped
they get
listening
it.
to
They get
us.
it.
No, I'm thinking they left already. But anyway, let's for the people that are
If
here.
you left,
Fuck
then
you.
you can't.
Hmm.
Yeah, but if you're still here, drop a comment and be like, whose side are you on?
If
The
mine or hers.
her
Yeah.
side or his side?
Yeah.
I feel like the way that I engage with people is I have boundaries. I know what my limits are.
I have boundaries too.
I do push past them when I can and when I have capacity, but I know that I have to prioritize myself because I haven't ever had people prioritize me in my whole entire life. So that's something that I learned. And I don't think that I'm doing it out of trauma. I don't think that I'm just afraid and hiding and stuff like that. But I am aware, okay, I'm tired. I can't go today or I can't do that. What is your stance?
I. Oof. Sorry. I. I think I have boundaries. I know when to say no. I know when something. If someone asks me for something, I know if I can do it or if I can't,
Mm-hmm.
or if I can and I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
But if the I don't want to comes from a place that is from I don't really want to do anything. I just want to lay down. If it comes from a place like that, I will do it. If it comes from a place that I don't want to because I don't think I'm going to be productive, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be the help that that person needs.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have a compromise. I schedule a date to go out with Haisha tonight, and I need to I'm not going to cancel that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the word boundary is being used too freely for people not wanting to do anything. I think, and I'm not talking about you, just what I've seen. A lot of people say, "No, it's my self care day. I'm gonna set a boundary. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that." And that's what I'm criticizing, and that's
Mm-hmm.
sometimes what I see
Mm-hmm.
from you.
Can you think of examples and send them to me?
Yeah,
Because I would love to have a
I
discussion.
mean,
about
I'm
this.
not gonna think of examples.
Can you tell me when it's happening then? Because I want you to feel comfortable in our relationship that it's not one sided. That you have to.
Can I give you a hug after?
No, absolutely.
That
not.
was really beautiful.
Do you know I had a dream about you and I was standing like this? Somebody died. I told you about it. So our boss got shot and I was like, we have to help him. We have to help him. And you're like, can I have a hug? And I was like, it is not the time to get a fucking hug. And you're like, I need a hug. So I just stood there like this. And
Wow.
you hugged me. And I was
Wait,
like,
can we do that
okay,
again? Well, then can we do that? You don't have to hug me back.
No, I don't want to hug you.
Please, I feel like I need
This
a
is
hug.
my
This was really
boundary.
stressful.
I don't want to hug
See,
you.
this is an example right
I
now.
don't want to hug you.
What's the reason?
You smell.
Okay.
Sometimes you're gross.
So you're not
I
willing
don't know
to
if you
inconvenience
washed your
yourself
hands.
for your
I
friend.
don't know if you washed your
I can
hands.
put hand sanitizer right here.
I don't.
This is a perfect
Oh
example
my
of how you don't want to inconvenience yourself for others.
Because
For a
you
simple
want a
hug. It's not a drive.
I
You don't need
like
gas.
touching other people.
Okay.
I'm sure that stems from other things.
Okay. So
Okay.
later you said that you weren't using that as an excuse. Now you're using other things as an excuse.
Trauma?
I guess.
I have trauma.
Oh, now it's an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
So it isn't?
Why do you want to hug me? Just how about we
Just an
hug
example.
how about we hug when you're actually I hug you sometimes when you're feeling really bad.
I think once.
Twice.
Okay, twice. Yeah, right. It was a trick question. Just wanted to know if you
Once
remembered.
a year is not good enough for you?
No, but I'm just
My
saying for
family-
example.
My
Uh-huh.
family gets hugs and kisses once a year on Christmas because that's their allotted time to
Mhm.
get hugs and kisses
Mhm.
from me.
So see, I understand that's a boundary, and a really strict one that you have, and you don't. And I don't need a hug or anything like that.
Oh,
Right
you're
now.
gonna get a hug.
No, well now I don't want it. But this is an example. Something. Well, for me it seems simple, and for me it's easy to say that I think that should be something that one person could. It's something that would be easier to inconvenience yourself to help another person.
How am I helping you by hugging? Let's use the hug example.
I don't know. Maybe I need a hug. Maybe my fiance cheated on me and I needed. I don't know. It could be anything.
That's different. I would
Yeah.
hug you for that. Oh my God, are you okay? This person cheated on you.
Okay.
Why would
So see,
I would do
you're
that?
putting conditions and sacrifices,
But that means
and
that I have to
okay,
be unconditional
you're
with my hugs.
you
Wait, sit
you're
down.
putting conditions in before you do something. So is it really something you're doing for someone when you put conditions behind it?
Yes, I'm hugging you because you need a hug because your
So
fiance cheated on you.
I would hug you not because anything happened. If you asked me for a hug, I wouldn't ask you for reasons. If you asked me for a
Oh, that's what you're talking about?
uh-huh,
Well, I
you're not
100% would be like, why?
you're
Why do you
unwilling
want to hug?
you're unwilling to do things for people depending on
My
no
conditions.
on conditions. Yeah, wait, where am I going with this? I think I'm onto something, but I'm stuck.
I feel like you're trying to solve me, and there's no way.
No, I'm not trying to solve you. You're you're like a Chinese
Unsolved.
puzzle. Yeah, I can't. Um. Man. Let's just leave
Okay,
it
well,
here.
while
Yeah.
you're thinking, I feel like I want you to feel comfortable in our friendship. I also want to
And
feel
I do. I'm
comfortable.
exaggerating just a
Okay,
little
but
bit,
I
but
also want to feel comfortable and not feel like anytime you need a hug, I want to be able to say, no, I don't feel like hugging you right
mhm.
now, just because without
Exactly.
reason.
So that's my point. I don't feel like hugging you right now. It's an inconvenience
Okay,
to
so
you.
typically, I don't feel like hugging people.
Typically, I don't want to help people, and I
Okay,
do.
that's
And that's
you.
part of
That's
building
you,
a
boo boo.
community. You're complying with the things that are being
I'm
imposed by
not.
this
I'm still
capitalistic
there
culture,
and I
this
don't have to hug
individualistic
people.
form of thinking that is destroying this country. You're fucking complying with it.
It's
You're
my
becoming
American.
whatever. You're becoming what you criticize.
I am. I am. I'm an American. I do have some traits. I have toxic masculinity. I'm sure I have some racism in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a
Yeah,
human being. I'm
and
a product of this
and the
environment.
topic that I wanted to bring to that I mentioned that I want to talk in the other episode about compassion, empathy, and sympathy is that those terms have been kind of changed, and we've created all these rules behind, like we've put ourselves so much higher up that we've forgotten about other people, and we're not
But
individualistic people. We are who we are here because of community.
I think you also are neglecting the fact that there's trauma in there. There's sexual
Yes.
trauma. There's other trauma
Yes.
that happened a couple years ago
Yes.
that I touched somebody and they yelled in my face and I sat there and I cried. Like there's other things.
Yes. And the only way to get through that is through community, not
Shut
hiding
the
away
fuck
from
up.
that, not hiding away
No,
from it.
I can be in community and not have to hug them
Then
until I
that's
want
not
to hug them.
community.
Yes, it
I mean, I'm
is.
using hugs as an example for fucking Jesus Christ.
I know I'm using hugs as the example too. I can be in community and be a valuable
Okay.
participating part of community and not give hugs. There can be a designated person that loves hugs and loves to
Okay. Again, hugs as a general. I'm
is an
talking about.
example, is an
You're
example.
unwilling to inconvenience yourself for others unless it complies with certain conditions. So I'll hug you if your fiance left you. I'll hug you
Don't
if.
you
I'll help you if
aren't you
you're
building
really bad.
community under aren't you trying to build community under certain conditions?
Like what?
I don't know. Why are you trying to build community?
Because I think it's
Because of the conditions?
empirical.
Imperative?
It's important.
Uh-huh.
I try to use a fancier word. It's important
But
for
you have an alternative.
growth.
You have an
Community
you
is
have an
essential for individual
not
growth.
ultimatum. You have an ulterior motive to it. You're trying to build community. I'm saying for me, for my existence, I again back to the example, I don't like
Again,
hugs.
individualistic. For me, for me,
No.
for me, for me, for me, for me. It's not about you, it's about everyone.
Okay. And I can act accordingly to my personal needs though.
I love this. Let's end this. I'm really
Oh
hungry.
God, I want to go home. Okay.
Okay.
Like, subscribe.
This is what I wanted to avoid. Now it's on 30 minutes.
Perfect. This is it. This needed to happen. Okay. Bye.
Can I have that hug
Oh
though?
my God. Yes. But can you spray yourself?
Okay. Bye everyone. Thank you for listening.
Jesus.